Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? I am Con Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we wanted to give you some Steel Division League today, but we thought we'd tantalize you, make you wait just a little bit longer. Instead, we thought we'd bring you a nice little ditty of a game here. It's a little bit of knock around, it's gonna be some good stuff though. And Rang, who do we have playing on Saint Mere Eglaise Duelist? Who do we got?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have ourselves Gonzo as the French Armour Division, and on the right-hand side, we have the KnifeGuy as the third Fallschirmjaeger Division. So two divisions that, and I don't really see all too often.
I was gonna say, we did get a second Blindee game, I think, last week, but you're right, it's very often, it's no more Mr. Knife Guy. I don't think, he's not the only one who plays the third Fallschirmjaeger, it seems.
There's some other guys every now and again, but
really?
not exactly a popular deck. Well, they're good, they can be a good deck for 1v1s, but I mean, a lot of people like Trove in their seconds and their firsts.
Oh, well, first loves and everything like that, and once you go flack, you never come back, so... It was right there, I had to do it. I had to do it. Anyway, so, pack 41. The girl does get into action early, takes out an M8 Greyhound, which is a big hit against the French early on.
That's a good hit, man, because that's such a powerhouse unit for the French. Down goes another half track, and down south as well. Fallschirmjaeger popping a half track and stunning those rotor gears, so real good right out the bat here for KnifeGuy.
Yeah, the great Gonzo actually gets rocked back on his heels. He was able to take out a Shrek team coming on in, but man, those Shrek squads have absolutely insane range.
You just never expect like being hit from a building from 250 meters away.
Not with any kind of accuracy, anyway.
Exactly.
But ooh, you have it kicking on off in the middle part of the field. Okay, Voltigieres going up against Fallschirmjägers. Here's the, I said that, the Chile and Manila, but we are in the Southeast Asia right now, so. And this is interesting. I never realized that you had that troops under, it looks like troops in hand-to-hand combat literally were still firing outside the house. Was I right about that? I don't think I've ever seen that really happen before.
I know that the building combat is always a bit funky in this game. It's like blue buildings shooting red buildings. It's like a game of Monopoly, but with more explosions.
Yeah, exactly. No, we are going to see a half-track coming around, and I thought for half a second we'd see the Fallschirmjaeger Fuhrer throw that HHL-3 hand grenade, but unfortunately no such luck on that one.
Nope, just out of range, actually. The good position there, the Gonzo's half-track, so he doesn't get 18-aided. And this is pretty interesting. We got KnifeGuy taking the flanks pretty hard, especially up north with his Fallschirmjaeger sneaking around. Because Gonzo has a better close quarters fighting infantry in A phase, he's going to be clearing the town. And yeah, we finally got some flamethrower troops from KnifeGuy, as those are definitely needed for third Fallschirmjaeger, but he can only get 3 of them really, and only 2-man squad, so they're very hard to, you have to do quite a bit of micro.
I am surprised that these infantry pack Gerlich weapons are doing as well as they are. Usually I feel like these things go on the field and immediately die. It's just, they're there and gone. They're the Zippos of AT guns. They're
definitely good against second, as it's all just very light armor from second, like Sturch and Greyhounds. So even though it doesn't have the highest AP, it can penetrate them, and it shoots really bloody fast. It's like 12 rounds a minute.
Well, that 3 stars of veterancy will do that.
Exactly. It's even a 3-star, it's even higher. Like, that thing might as well just be a machine gun.
Yeah, one thing I do have to disagree with slightly on, and I think that maybe this is just, I'm overstating this a little bit, but you're saying that the French early on have a better close range action. Like, I sort of agree with the Tommy gun to like the Nueves, but the Voltigieres, I'm not sure I really agree, especially with the MG34s. 42s, 34s.
Well, one thing of like the Fallschirmjägers is once they get close within 100 meters, they're pretty terrible, as it's only just the G43s and cars, and the MG34s are really like the main firing power. Oh, actually, yeah, really the main firing power for the Fallschirmjägers. Well, even though the Voltigieres are like, not that good infantry, they're much cheaper compared to a Fallschirmjaeger. And we saw early on in the battle, one of the Voltigieres squad managed to do quite a lot of damage to that Fallschirmjaeger squad for just like a 20-point unit versus a 45-point unit.
Okay, so I think maybe I misunderstood you then. I was thinking to myself they meant like, stack one-on-one, that the French had the advantage, but you think maybe price efficiency, that the name of the game?
Yes, price efficiency early on, because there was Voltigieres and having a half track definitely helps out a bit. in the town fight. But KnifeGuy bringing in some flamethrowers definitely helps out. Up north, yo, right, Gonzo's starting to do a bit of a push.
Yes, he is, and he's got to get a little bit more action going on here. The KnifeGuy is controlling 52-48, so that +1's going to go away in just a second here. And the Char Stewart down to the south, he's backing off for the moment. All right. And Germany's bringing in an L6. So it appears we're going down south to Little Italy.
Indeed. Indeed. So that's going to be... I think he's going to use it to maybe help him clear the town. He's bringing another leader unit in there. So maybe just give him some fire support. Your Gonzo, this push from North Gonzo is going to get stopped right now as you've got 2 Gerlichs in position. And they are just blasting rounds down range, or one of them is at least, and down goes one Greyhound. And the other one may want to back off.
I've legitimately never seen them be this effective in combat. That's just, geez. Every single Greyhound's been taken out.
Yeah, it's... When you're just fighting, like, paper mache tanks, your little, like, staple gun can be pretty damn effective.
Now, about the L6, I'm a little concerned for his long-term prospects of a life here, because there are Zooks.
Oh, he took out like a champ, or he braved it like a champ, yeah.
Yeah, say what you will about the Italians, they were brave chaps. Now, one thing, okay, have you seen a Kubel MG actually being used at all? I think this might be the first time in a long time I've seen this happen.
Yeah, I bet you barely really see it. For 3rd Fallschirmjaeger, they get the Kubel MGs for transport of the Pack 40 runs.
Yes.
So that's like one of the barely few times you ever see at Kubel MG. I think some recon units can bring that in, but this isn't exactly Company of Heroes.
I think you might be right. I'm not sure for myself. We are going to see the Germans get rid of that +1 that the Allies were getting with a very judicious ME-109 strafing run. And the L6 went down.
Yeah.
So well played there. Honestly, Gonzo's, he was looking a little shaky early on here, but he looks to be stabilizing. And like you said, really, that middle of the town is what's keeping him in it.
Exactly. The middle of this map is such like an important area to hold, as it allows you to hold the left and right flanks, and if you can hold it, it's pretty easy to defend, as it's just a town. You put infantry in there, there's lots of cover, it's great.
I guess the thing that's surprising me is that we talk very often that the 2nd really is a fire and kind of maneuver kind of division. This is not a static division. This is a elan kind of division. You want that cavalry charges. How are they doing this so well? Is it just that point efficiency that you were talking about before?
Yeah, I mean, you got the income, you got the cheaper tanks, really, because the Stuarts and Greyhounds aren't exactly too expensive. They got good recon. They just got a good amount of just light forces to do these, like, blitzkrieg sort of attacks. So they're also pretty good at just trading with the enemy pretty efficiently. Main thing for France, or the 2nd French Armour Division, is trying not to lose stuff, as you can't really afford to lose stuff. That's one of their major weaknesses. Gonzo's already lost, you know, like a few Greyhounds already. You know, he still has some to keep him in game, and fortunately it's not like B3 or B1 in this case, 1st Fallschirmjaeger flying around, so he's not too worried in that regard. So he has ground advantage, that's for sure.
At least for the time being, that's very true. So going into Phase B, though, you're saying that basically if the French aren't careful, there might be a little bit of another French Revolution.
Exactly. I mean, if you're I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think of words here, but damn, words are really hard some days, you know, Khan?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like English language, it took me like 21 years to speak like this, and I still think I need like better English lessons.
Well, don't you worry yourself on that one. I know exactly how you feel. I'm sure some of our viewers out there will just say, you know what, we're not really speaking the right King's English either, so you're closer than I am to the King's English.
Yeah, that is true.
Or Queen's, I
Same
suppose.
with that Greyhound flanking around. I mean, that's a 3-star Greyhound here, and is he going to kill the L6? Nope, the L6 is going to back off into the apple orchard.
And the Shrek will take his little vicious shot there.
Yep, and this could be a resurgent KnifeGuy coming into the town of Fallschirmjaeger. It's only literally just one vote of gear in that town left. And the Fallschirmjaegers can easily just mop him up, sending the flamethrower troop.
Well, you know what? I was to say the Germans are all about a fair fight, mano-y-mano. They don't want to go and flame on there. This seemed a little bit excessive for one dude. But to the north, there is nothing but burning husks. just a couple of mortars just trying desperately to take out all those anti-tank positions.
Yeah, those AT guns have been pretty instrumental from stopping Gonzo from making too much ground. And then Gonzo really needs that mortar on the field to try and knock out his Pack 40 runs. But that's going to take a bit of time, and he doesn't really have precise eyes-ons, I believe. There's that one Spar Trooper. He's about to get killed by the Fallschirmjaeger, most likely.
What was interesting, he had another mortar to the south, and I can sort of understand why. And this is God Vision commentary here. I kind of felt like the mortar probably would have been a better idea to the north. You know the AT guns are in the north, and honestly, to me, I would say it's even more choke pointy in the north. So you definitely need that artillery more in that direction.
Yeah. Losing those Greyhounds to the AT guns means he needed something. Even just like smoke his Greyhounds in the retreat would have helped out. But looking down south, it does seem like Gonzo can maybe make some headway. He's got the Fallschirmjaeger and Fallschirmjaeger Führer in position. I mean, it has no infantry to really clear it out nearby. I got two Nraves, but they're kind of pinned down at the moment. So maybe Gonzo can actually make something happen down south here.
As the French might say, c'est possible. Maybe they don't. I have no idea. My accent would be terrible. I know that much. But wow, there goes the Stuart.
Damn. Okay. KnifeGuy is picking off all the light tanks.
His AT guns bring the boys to the yard, and he's like, "Damn, yeah, they're definitely better than yours." And a 210 off map coming on in as well, so it's gonna be a little bit of a Ramalama-Hamdam, I would say, when the big boom strikes midnight.
Comes to a town near you.
Exactly. It will open up in a town near you in 45 to 75 seconds, depending on how long it takes to get into position.
Yeah, bro.
And the Germans have taken the town.
They have, and now it's actually a pretty good B phase for the Germans, as they got the close quarters infantry like the Fallschirmjaeger Pioneers, like we've seen on the field, and Fallschirmjaeger Stern Pioneers, which are really good at fighting town, especially against France, as the French don't have the infantry grinding capabilities compared to 3rd Fallschirmjaeger. So if it comes to like just like a pure meat grindy town fight, KnifeGuy is going to be taking that victory. It's really going to come down to, I say now, for Gonzo to try to make something happen on the flanks to really do something. And look down south with KnifeGuy's L6.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see him till just now.
He's a sneaky little Italian, but we got also a sapper who's going to come and say hello with a big old souk.
Or the satchel charge, nothing else too, for that matter. But I imagine one shot, one kill. There it goes. Oh boy.
Oh boy. I was a faithful flank, but the sappers had to stop, and that's pretty good for Gonzo, as he couldn't really afford to. Well, he can't really afford to lose anything, but especially at mortar piece.
Yep. And a little bit. Ooh, crew knocked out. But he's got no ammo anyway. Whatever. So I say it was a little bit shocking that Kubel MG was not able to get that last couple of 10-20% of morale damage with the Nueve. That would have completely opened up the southern, let's say, intersections.
But the Fallschirmjagers are here, and the Fallschirmjagers, they don't mess around when it comes to suppression.
But you know who else doesn't mess around? That M4A2 that's down there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gonzo's really getting more tanks. He's got an OBSer, Howitzer, Sherman up north now.
Oh okay.
That's all about to get artillery done.
That's true, but there's also an AT gun down to the south that looks like he's going to get his shots on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was going to be shots, everybody.
And that's a Pack 40 as well, so that's...
Yeah.
Pretty big guy. I mean, he's in the middle of an open field, so he doesn't have much cover, but when you have range advantage and no threat of real aircraft, you don't really care about...
Okay, check out the Northern Artillery Barrage. Everything's going to be right in the middle of it.
That mortar's toast.
Maybe?
Maybe, baby.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's been no real kills on that one.
Wow, that was... I mean, it got some good suppression hits, but yeah, mortars would definitely be like, start going to church, because that was a very, very lucky survived jet.
Indeed. Now, the Abusier and the M5A1 up there, they are going to force back that, Pack 41. But I'd be awful cautious about charging in with infantry anyway, which is not exactly what he's going to be doing, but he is trying at least to reverse that bulge in his lines.
Yeah.
Looking a little bit... Go for it, please.
If he can just, screen in front of the infantry, he definitely has the ground advantage, or ground unit advantage up north to really make this happen. Here comes last artillery barrage. Will the mortar die?
I don't know. He's getting bracketed constantly, though. Good gosh.
Yeah. And that's the last artillery barrage from the 210 as well. So...
Wow. The ME-109s. Way to go there, fellas. Way to be just fearless.
Star players.
Fearless in the face of danger.
And the mortars... What the hell? Is he Neo from the Matrix? Is he just dodging these artillery pieces like a kung fu movie?
No, he would tell you, but then he'd have to kill you.
He'd have to kill me, exactly. Oh, the Pak-41 flank down in the middle. Look at that. Right down the road. And...
He's got 2 kills already. He's got a brace of half-tracks to his name.
Yeah. He's got internal fragments on the Stuart.
What?
Up north, up north.
Okay, thank you. I was like, wait a second. You said about the one to the south, and I was like,
yeah.
pronoun. The infantry fight is bogging down for both sides, actually. It's just, again, all those 50 cals. Just so much damage. And geez, that DC-15. Murderous in the background. Ooh, but there's a Stug Life.
Oh, Stug Life. It's going to require a bit of good micro, I'd say, for Stug to be effective, as we got like 2 Stuarts, a Howitzer Sherman, and a 2-star Sherman on the field. So he's a little bit outgunned. He's definitely going to have to play his corners right, and use that Pak-41 effectively to try and stop his Boge, because this is pretty heavy push here from Gonzo. Gonzo's going to need more infantry, and more infantry he's to bring.
So, what you're trying to say is you're asking the question from the French side if that's, you know, a bulge in the map, or are they just happy to see him?
I think he is very happy to see KnifeGuy's forces, you know. I mean, those Fallschirmjaegers just, it really just elicits some emotion.
Indeed. Oof. I was going to go for the bad touch there for a second, but I was like, you know, I don't know. Oh my gosh, the girl is going to see the Stuart from a couple, what, 200 meters, 300 meters?
That's
yeah.
Point blank, and down goes a Stuart, and that's where you have recon. I mean, it's definitely a bit of a bold move, moving the Stuart up here, but, you know, you got to make those bold moves sometimes.
Oh my gosh, those ME-109s, they come in and do, like, nothing.
Like, well, we have no planes to shoot down, guys. I guess we're just trying to tickle some ground units.
Confusion abounds.
Yeah.
Now the Stug's got to be very careful here. The sappers are still pretty darn close, and that could be, well, not so wonderful to deal with.
Oh yeah, if that Stug goes forward just like an extra 150 meters, that will be a rather dead Stug.
Yes, indeed. But if that Obusier goes any further north, he will be able to be seen by that pack, and the pack will see him as a beautiful side shot opportunity. Never mind. There it goes.
Yeah.
He has been weighed, he has been measured, and he will be found wanting.
He had 1 shot and he blew it.
Yeah. He just let it slip, you know?
His knees were weak.
Barrel was heavy. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
The sapper, though, does get forced back, and the Stug... Well, the Stug is still right there. He's going to start exchanging shots with that Sherman.
Or Sherman's going to get first shot because of the veterancy and stabilizers. And whoa, what the what?
Yeah. The Stug says, "Domo arigato," and he sends it right back packing.
Nani?
Oh, here goes the B1. The B1's going, he's stepping into the attack run. We have the 2 ME-109s finally coming in just to stun that guy up.
Whoa.
2, 3, 4, 5 shots, he goes down, so the Busier might be next.
Yeah, I mean, he has air superiority. The B runs, you know, he's already out for blood. If that Obusier goes down this whole northern flank, where it doesn't crumble for Gonzo, but it definitely stops his momentum.
Yeah, it stops. I'm shocked to see that the ME-109s are actually doing something here.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is not good for Gonzo, because he is not in the lead in terms of points. KnifeGuy's been...
Oh, KnifeGuy can't see a thing, that's why. I was wondering why he wasn't making an attack run there. Yeah, he can't see anything right now. Yeah. On the northern side, he sees like 1 infantry squad, and that's absolutely it.
Yeah. Got another AA unit being brought out from Gonzo, trying to rush to the front lines. We've even got a Spitfire being brought in. But,
in a storage.
And a storage. Oh,
he's trying to unmask for the B1.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a pretty good use of storage.
Yes, it is.
Like, I've never actually seen anyone use a storage for 3rd Fallschirmjaeger, but I guess it does have its place.
Certainly not effectively, anyway.
Yeah.
Now this ME-109 grounded. Oh my gosh, the Ubuzier goes down.
Oh damn.
And the Spitfire, oh my gosh, they get that stun up on the Spitfire just barely in time. That was super lucky there.
Yeah, because if that Spitfire man's like get behind the B run, that would not be good. Those ducks don't like Spitfires up her ass.
Yeah, they're kind of picky like that, but
picky.
he's not going to enjoy this Sapeurs as he's coming on in either, so if he doesn't get the stun up like right now with these Fallschirmjägers, that's going to be a dead stug.
And at the same time, Sapeurs are
oh jeez, just in time. Super lucky. Now, we are now into Phase C. And with that in mind, there's not been much ticket generation here. Only about 550-ish overall.
Yeah, it's been a very back and forth match. Like, both sides have been, like, given and taken, for sure.
By the way, did the stores go down?
Don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think it just backed off. There's nothing else for him to see, so he flew back home to his airbase.
To deliver more babies?
To deliver more babies. I mean, it's very busy being a storage pilot.
Now, we are going to have the Fallschirmjägers go up against the Spockies from about 30 meters away, and I'm shocked enough. I don't know which one I like better in this case. Especially when he starts firing at that Sapeurs instead. Yeah.
Now, the veterancy is just going to help out a bit on the Fallschirmjägers. Well, both had the same veterancy, actually, but...
Well, now it's 1-to-1-to-1. I'm really stunned that this Stug is still alive.
Yeah, it shouldn't have, like... He shouldn't have happened. That was a really lucky kill against the Sherman.
Yeah.
At the same time, the Stug does have definitely armor penetration and armor advantage compared to the Sherman. So, even though he didn't have the veterancy advantage, he did have the just like base stat advantage thanks to the lovely power of that 75mm German gun. That's a good goddamn gun. That's what makes that's what Stugs and Panzer IVs are so much fun to use because they can pretty much kill any allied tank in game if they get into range. Apart from like Churchills or Jumbos, but those aren't exactly commonplace.
Avras
too. God, those Avras are scary, man.
Well, thank God they only build one of them at a time. I mean, then the rebels have to blow it up, and then they have to build a new one, and they have to blow it up, and then they make it a planet. So it's a whole thing.
Yeah, at the top of the Avra, it's like small little 1 foot square hole. Like you have to get like a Messerschmitt to try and bomb into.
Yeah, yeah. That's the mortar petard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a 1 in a million shot.
Well, it's not too much different than bullseyeing Womp Rats back home. So.
Exactly. Well, that's in a galaxy far, far away, I think, John.
From a childhood that's been completely ripped from me at that point, too.
Hey, if you don't get the reference, re-believe the Avra is essentially the reincarnation of the Death Star.
Yes, yeah, it is.
You know, if you actually look at the cliff notes for Star Wars, when they talk about the description of the Death Star when they first see it, it actually looks kind of like a Churchill Avra.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. You're right about that.
Yeah, it's like all the guns in that movie are like World War II. So, of course, they base the giant, planet-destroying moon after a British heavy tank that was specifically used for blow-up bunkers.
I don't necessarily want to go and completely shift away, but check out the pictures of both these guys. Gonzo and the Knife Guy. It looks like Gonzo's kind of like a big kitty.
Yeah, that's...
And the Knife Guy just wants to give you a hug.
I just want to take a closer look real fast.
That's go for it.
Weird-looking animal. What Gonzo's picture is. I mean, Knife Guy is a very happy bear.
Yeah,
that's definitely like a hey babe, how you doing? It's giving me a bit of a rave before he maws me to death.
Well, he's adorable. So he would maul you to death, but you'd feel so warm and fuzzy as he does it.
Yeah, but looking at the it was a good profile picture, so I like him.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but looking at the kills, yeah, it's pretty close actually. Well, for like a 1v1, 500 difference, that's not too bad. And looking at the history, it's pretty back and forth.
That's true, but the losses, again, those Gerliches by themselves, they were heroes, man.
Yeah, they definitely just halted any A-phase French tomfoolery from Gonzo. It was a really instrumental during the early stages of the match.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
I guess I'm surprised the B1. Oh no, because there's 2 different B1s. Okay. I thought it was the same B1. My bad.
Oh wow.
And the Storch went down due to the Sherman shooting it down.
the The life of an artillery observation plane.
Well, he certainly is the life of the party, I can tell you that much.
Yep.
But alright, folks. I think it's going to about do it up for us today.
Yeah.
We are coming back on Thursday with some more league action. I think it's a semifinal, is that right, Ryan?
It's one before semifinals. It's quarterfinals, I believe.
Okay, well, quarterfinals then. So, folks, come on back Thursday to see who's on rocking and knocking then. Until then, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.